Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is Crypto Elite. In today's video, we are going to be talking about FTX. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it does. We're also going to talk about Ethereum, some good news that happened with ETH, and we will dig into that here momentarily. And then lastly, we're going to talk about the Metaverse. Yes, circling back to what was popular last year. I'm going to bring it back and then talk about why this huge company is no longer part of the Metaverse. They're backing out of the Metaverse and what that means for the overall crypto and Metaverse. But before we get there, let's check out the overall portfolio. As you know, in my channel, one of the few channels that I am very open with my entire portfolio every single time I put out a video. So this latest update, you can see I'm at $23,700. There has been in the past couple hours just a huge little quick rally. No news that's causing it officially yet, but as you can see, Bitcoin is up a little bit and I have officially crossed the threshold. I'm at 0.6 BTC. I'm still working my way to one full BTC, and then I can start to average into other cryptocurrencies. But getting that full Bitcoin before the price explodes is my main goal. Other than that, I do have 3 Ethereum, and we'll talk about some good news for ETH here shortly. I still am holding 1,000 USDT. I do want to split that between USDT and USDC here soon. Cardano actually has been moving up over the past couple days, so I do need to research why that is. And then the Near Protocol, Optimism, and Rio are all the rest of the altcoins. Check out my previous videos if you're interested in those. As you can see, Optimism's up 8% today, so not looking bad at all. So let's dig into what is happening with FTX. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it indeed does. SBF is doing some bad things, or did some bad things behind the scenes once again. And it's so crazy to think that FTX was the shiny star of all the crypto exchanges not too long ago. And now that they're pulling the layers back, we can just see how bad things are, which kind of makes you worried a little bit with this Binance, CFTC, and SEC investigation that's going on. Because as we know, none of these cryptocurrency exchanges are 100% clean, even though they try and be on the surface level. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. So hopefully Binance isn't doing as much crazy, wild, bad things that FTX was doing. So let's dig into this. FTX was charged with bribing Chinese officials in the latest charge, which is so insane. So he was conspiring to pay about $40 million to bribe Chinese government officials. And we already know all of the officials that he donated to in the US in order to make things go in the favor of FTX, even though it's going so bad behind the scenes. And in a way, I'm kind of happy this didn't happen. So as we know, China is kind of backing away from cryptocurrency for now until they get back into it, and then they back away again. But this could just had so many more rippling effects across the global industry. So the indictment said that SBF ordered the $40 million cryptocurrency payment to a private wallet in the Alameda's main trading account. And this was to persuade Chinese authorities to unfreeze Alameda accounts with more than $1 billion worth of cryptocurrency. So more bad things. He's bribing people. He's taking customer funds. Like it just when you think the story couldn't get worse, it indeed does. So I did want to share that news. I also want to talk about Ethereum. There is some pretty awesome things that happen, and you can see it because Ethereum moved from proof of work over to proof of stake. And as you know, with proof of stake now, and with the EIP 1559, every single ETH transaction starts to burn a little bit of Ethereum from the overall circulating supply. As you can see here, this is a 7-day time frame. The overall e-supply, sometimes it is inflationary, but for the most part, it has been very, very deflationary, which is very awesome. And there is a user, I'm not exactly sure who did it, but they had a snippet of a very awesome time. So the e-supply since inception, and this wasn't too long ago, we'll check it out, was negative 69 and just about 420. So that's the perfect number right there. So I'm very happy to see that someone was able to grab that. And if you go to ultrasoundmoney.com, you can check this out. So since inception, I'm a little bit later, it's negative 70,000 ETH, which is insane because even though we're not technically in that crypto bear market that we were in December when everything was just crashing, we're definitely not in a bull cycle whatsoever. And you can see that since inception, the overall amount of Ethereum has definitely been deflationary. So the amount of Ethereum is at this rate just going to continue to decline. So that is something that is awesome ultrasound money. So after I continue to purchase my full BTC, then I am also going to start looking into purchasing more Ethereum, and that is just because of pure supply and demand. Another thing we can see with ETH is that 90% of Ethereum is now in self-custody as the supply on exchange hits the lowest level since 2015, and I feel really silly because I do have one full Ethereum on Coinbase that is staked there, and I cannot wait to get it out. So that is the second thing that I wanted to talk about. The last thing that I want to talk about is this huge company that is backing out of the metaverse, and that is Disney, because metaverse was the news hypest thing last year when everything was fine and dandy, but now companies are starting to look and see what really is this metaverse thing, and they're starting to turn off the lights for it. So Disney lays off the metaverse team. So 50 people have lost their jobs as Disney disbands its next generation storytelling and consumer experience as part of the wide staff reduction. So there's a lot of people that Disney, all companies overall, they're just starting to lay people off. And now these companies are starting to look at what is needed and what is not needed. And a lot of the what is not needed is this metaverse that's still not very clear. It's kind of nebulous. No one knows exactly what it is. So they're starting to turn off the lights for it. And that's something that if you go to coinmarketcap.com, there's different categories, and one of those categories is DeFi, one of them's NFTs, one of them is Metaverse. So all of these Metaverse based tokens and coins, they're still kind of not really mainstream because that use case isn't necessarily there yet. And that is one of the reasons, and I'm going to start giving these reasons why I was turned away from Theta, because Theta fought really hard to become a metaverse based token. But now that they're there, this metaverse narrative, it's kind of fading away. No one is really talking about the metaverse anymore, which is so wild. And now this year, the newest hypest thing was AI. So Theta, they did a 180-degree turn. They're like, hey, I'm not really a metaverse, or I still am a metaverse, but that was so last year. Now I am an AI. Look at the shiny new companies that are AI based that is focusing in the Theta network. So that is one thing that kind of turned me off. If there was a artificial intelligence category here, I'm sure Theta would have been gunning to be part of that category as well. So that's one thing that I did not like about Theta, and I'll just leave that little nugget here for the time whenever you do tune in and watch this video. So in summary, guys, as you know, the overall market has been going up and down quite a bit. I am purchasing every single day. If you're interested in what my purchases are, check out my Patreon, link in the description below. If not, like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one.